Most people you know aren't going to watch this video through to the end. And that's because most Muslims look at elections the same way they look at sports. Who's the winner? Who's the loser? Who cares? But elections are more like a relay race, where the success or the failure of the team at the end can change just by the momentum of each runner. So although the biggest election in this country are the general election, because the MPs who get voted in create the laws that affect everyone, if you want your MP to change, it's worthwhile nibbling away at the momentum through the local elections. Of course, local issues and national parties don't always overlap, but if you want to express your political opinion, then voting in local elections is one of the best ways to do so. There are far fewer people voting in the local elections, so every single vote is far more powerful. And with mayoral elections, well, mayors are pretty powerful people. For example, they could allow or prevent boycotts of a certain apartheid country that's currently destroying Palestine. And sometimes the choice of who to vote for is really obvious, like in the Bedford mayoral election, whose current mayor is Dave Hodgson of the Liberal Democrats. He took part in a solidarity event for Palestine in 2022 and attended this year's street iftar event. So a pretty straightforward vote for Dave Hodgson as mayor of Bedford, I'd say. Whereas other elections can be a lot more nuanced, like that in Leicester, whose current mayor is Sir Peter Soulsby of the Labour Party. Soulsby himself has stood up to racists, like in 2016, and local Hindutva extremists do seem to see him and Labour councillors as an obstacle to their domination of local politics. But with a local mayor having been in power since 2011, and local Hindutva extremism being on the rise despite warnings from local Muslim leaders, well, doesn't the buck ultimately end with the mayor? If we lie down and vote in the same Labour mayor again, are we really incentivising him to change or indicating that our vote can be taken for granted? On the other hand, the third place candidate of the 2019 mayoral election, Mags Lewis of the Green Party, is running again. And in a recent hustings run by Mend, they were supportive of Palestine. Surely altogether that could be reason enough to vote for Mags Lewis as mayor of Leicester? Let me know what you think. If you're voting in a mayoral election this year, who are you going to support and why? And if you have watched this video to the end, give it a like and share it with your family and friends.